Today we're back in the best Stickman game ever made, at least by me. Stickman Trenches, and we're choosing map 9 on Brutal. Oh god, is this a good idea? We're gonna be the Russian Empire because our goal is pretty simple. Well, one, not die. And what we're gonna try to do is get our heavy tank, which is the TSAR tank. So basically what I've done right here is I'm expecting a pretty big attack. What are they doing? They just, like, look at this. They already have 5-man machine gun nest that's fully upgraded. Their trenches, their first trench is already upgraded to the maximum tier, which means when I shoot at guys in that trench, they have a greater chance of, well, not getting shot, which makes it difficult to, you guessed it, shoot them. But yeah, by the way, Stickman Trenches is on sale right now, so it's like absurdly cheap. Hope you guys check it out and enjoy it during this holiday season. And right now, we've got to do, well, a little mixture of upgrading our troops, potentially. This is a, you know what? We're going to do that. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. That was a tactical error. Basically, the Russian infantry has this unique tech tree. Like right now, I bought 1, but I got 2. Let's try it again. See that? 1, instead of you pay for 1, you get 2. I love myself a good deal. And the Russian faction is fantastic for that. Now, against my better judgment, what we're going to do is try to farm some XP. We need to farm XP to get medals. Most of these troops, well, they ain't coming home. Wait a minute. Hold on. We just took the enemy trench. That was not expected. Okay. Do I forego this trench? I mean, this is brutal difficulty. I'm not entirely sure what the enemy's saving up for. If they're saving up for armor, if they're saving up for upgrades. Well, I guess they have been upgrading their trenches quite a bit. You know what we could do? Don't tell anybody, but this is called a raid. These guys are like, wait a minute, that trench is open. Go ahead, take it. And then we attack it again. And then we attack it again. Go ahead. Oh, can we stop that machine gun from getting in place? Come on, get there before the machine gunner gets there. Hurry. Oh, we got him. All right, we're taking the medal because we need the upgrade points. Now, we're going to need 5 medals just to unlock the TSAR tank, which is our goal for this video. To show off the wonky, the crazy, the incredible new Russian heavy tank, the TSAR tank, which I don't think it was ever built, but one of the things that I love about making games is you get to pick your rules. Do you want to go for historical accuracy, or do you want to go for something that I call the rule of cool, which means if it's cool, it rules, and you put it in the game, just like we're doing with the TSAR tank. All right, so they just got the machine gun. Well, that's a little bit of an issue we might need to work on internally there. All right, let's see. Do we take out the machine gun nest? We actually did. So I'm gonna march this infantry up. We're very close to unlocking another medal. Oh, it looks like the enemy did give themselves gas masks, and they're starting to buy officers. So I think right now the riflemen might be a little bit overtuned. I say that, and then my entire squad gets wiped out. But we've got the 5 medals to unlock this, and then we have the currency to produce another one. So what we've got to figure out is, what do we want to do with the other ones? The medium tank is an interesting vehicle. I would like some more medals to do other cool stuff. All right, what's the enemy doing? They're massing up infantry. All right, I don't think I'll be able to take it this time, but I guess one of the things we could do is get faster infantry spawning. The Russian faction has its unique place within the game, right? So there's 4 factions. You've got Germany. Their thing is like elite infantry. They've got like the Flammenwerfer. You can tell because it werfs the Flammen. You've got the British, which are more of the artillery faction. The French, which are like the tank faction. And then the Russians are like, well, if everyone's kind of got their thing. Oh, God. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Now all of a sudden we're getting absolutely oh, this is not good. I don't think we're going to have troops in time. Come on. Don't let them take the trench. Wow, that was close. If they took the trench, we immediately lose my investment in that machine gun nest, and that would have been what you call terrible. But when Russian infantry are expendable here, the Russian Empire, you know, from World War I, okay? Don't overthink things. All right. Now what we want to do then is we're going to purchase this medium tank just to show off what it is. Oh, gosh. I hope I have enough here. But, like, look at this. This thing is massive. It kind of looks as big and as silly looking as the German A7V, but with a giant cannon sticking out the front. So yeah, we've started from the bottom with just Russian rifleman infantry, and the idea is that they're a little worse than the normal riflemen, because the idea here is that they're conscripts. And now we've got the medium tank. We just skipped light tank altogether, and then we're attacking with this. Let's see how it does by itself. Now it has to get up close. It's got a relatively slow fire rate. Now, their trench was fully upgraded, so these guys had a fantastic survival rate. Let's send another one. And this time we're gonna support them with some infantry, but I don't want to send too many infantry, you know what I mean? Like, this is a showcase, not how quickly. Oh God, it was a mistake. Tank, get up there. Oh, I think he got the machine gunner, but we killed the last rifleman before he was able to take it. That was wild. All right, with this, we'll get a machine gun tank. We're gonna show all of the tanks. Now, the Russian tier 1 tanks, the light tanks, do they have no infantry? I think they got 3 fully upgraded trenches, all with machine guns and some with infantry as well. So getting a tank through there is going to be, well, quite the endeavor. But we were able to take that out. We're going to support this with some infantry here. Now we've got the light tank, which is just the Renault FT17, the French model design. What many people consider this little guy, it had a fully traversable turret, which means it could go 360 degrees, and it had, you know, its tank tracks, and that was considered sort of like the first modern tank. It's light. This one's got a machine gun, but it's pretty decent, and it definitely serves its purpose, right? We're not doing amazing. Why did you charge out of your trench? I was just about to hit you guys, and we will take the medals, because that should allow me to like pump out tanks. And because I have just so much money right now, we probably need to tune up the difficulty as well. What do I want? Faster reinforcements, some gas masks. Gas masks and minefield navigation, but the enemy doesn't have any minefields, which is one of the features in the most recent patch. Okay, so this is the moment we've been waiting for. Naturally, the heavy tank. Remember, guys, Stickman Trenches is on Steam. You can use the link in the description. It's normally about like $5-6 US, but it's on sale as often as we can put it on sale, because right now we just want as many people to play it as possible. I kind of got mesmerized by like the little spokes in the wheel. I love that animation. I think it's pretty crafty. All right, so the enemy is just running infantry at us. But here it is. Now, if you look closely, you can see that there's a top turret, and then there's a couple cannons sticking out the bottom, and then machine guns at the very, very bottom. But right now, we thought that like one machine gun and one cannon. Well, actually, it's sort of like a machine gun as well on the top. Otherwise, like if all the potential cannons were firing, it'd be a little bit overpowered. Oh, the enemy is upgrading their infantry. Those little like metal shin guards are sort of like the first level of upgrading the armor of your infantry. So it is kind of fun that German infantry are going like superior tactics here, or superior infantry. So now at this point, what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if they can repel firepower this magnitude. We're sending all 3 tanks out at the same time. Now, unfortunately, given the speed differentials between the light tank, the medium tank, and the heavy tank, they won't all meet the target at the same time. However, the enemy taking this trench in the river, slowing down some of them, almost allowed them to stack up. But you can see right now that they're in like open terrain crossing no man's land here, the light tank is definitely accelerating a little bit faster than, you know, the medium tank can catch up to. So at this point, I don't know, man. They do have a pretty well upgraded final base. The light tank just got taken out. The medium tank has not been touched. And remember, Big Daddy is right behind. So as soon as they manage to take this thing out, Big Daddy's coming in. I'm curious. No. Oh, I was like, do not artillery my Big Daddy tank. Oh, they've got grenades now. What do they call those? Potato mashers? Okay, so we didn't do much to the last trench. Here's Big Daddy, though. So at this point, I want to see if I can't win. Not with just the superior quantity of Russian infantry, applying that same idea of just throwing bodies at the enemy, but instead they're, you know, armored tanks. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. Now, we probably will take out this machine gun nest, I think. The potato masher hit the center, like the command console there, and took it out before we were able to do it. And they immediately just replaced all their losses. All right, so light tank's doing its thing. As soon as we can, let's see, we don't have any upgrades for our tanks. Now the Russian infantry, or the Russian faction rather, is limited on upgrades to kind of like further differentiate itself. Like, it's like, you can't do all that cool stuff, but what you can do is something completely unique, and that's pump out massive infantry. But we showed that off in the last video when we were showing off the last sale, excuse me, not stale, the last sale on Steam. That's the problem with dyslexia, you know? But anyway, how's everybody's holidays been? I'm recording this before Christmas. My kids are sick. We're supposed to like drive down to good old Florida. sunny Florida. But like, we don't want to bring the sickness with us, so we're waiting to see that everyone's okay. Because I've got like so many nieces and a nephew, and it's like, I don't want to bring sickness home. All right, here's Big Daddy. So we'll queue up another one. We might time this better. I'm gonna try to time this better where like a little bit later we summon in the medium and then a light tank, because we really can't get past this last machine gun nest. We got really, really close. All right, so as soon as he crosses the river, I'm thinking maybe, I don't have the timing down on this kind of a map, but as soon as he crosses the river, we're going medium. Oh gosh, I wasn't expecting them to bring up infantry. I think I'll want this. Yeah, get rid of, haha. We'll get some artillery. Come on. Yes! Oh, okay, that was a pretty good one. And now we'll summon in a light tank and in another heavy. So I'm hoping that these guys catch up. Naively, I wasn't expecting our TSAR tank to take a lot of damage. So he's already at like maybe 30 to 40% damage before he's even made it to like the second to last trench. Not ideal. So we're just queuing up tanks as fast as possible, hoping that they overlap. Look at this. This is a magical moment. I think the TSAR tank is going to tank a lot of damage, but then the medium tank and the light tank should... Ooh, medium's tank is tanking it. You gotta love it when a tank lives up to its name and just tanks damage. Kill 2,000 enemies. This might work. Called in artillery. All right, we're gonna take the stars. It wasn't enough, guys. It wasn't enough. But okay, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. We've weakened them. They're getting that second trench. But look at this. We finally got it to where all three tanks are going to be together. So with that, they've got really well upgraded troops. They got their gas masks, their level 1 armor. But we've got the Russian tank trifecta here. The enemy base is repairing itself. Oh, I'm sorry, but you cannot repel firepower of this magnitude. We just lost the TSAR tank, but it is a victory. Our tanks summoned were 17, and they killed 14 of ours. Now, we didn't summon a lot of infantry, so it's interesting. I wanted to show off the TSAR tank, and I wanted to make it cool. But remember, this game is on sale, so if you want to check it out, do so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for supporting us, because the game has over 1,000 reviews on Steam, and even's got really good recent reviews. There's 53 in the last, like, 30 days. I just love it that you guys are enjoying the game. So thanks for playing it. The team that made Stickman Trenches is working on something else, and I'll reveal it soon. Stay frosty.